Hi friends, Gypsy Spirit here, aka Rhonda Ferguson, here with video 5 of the series There's Got to Be a Better Way. And today's video is entitled Living from the Divine Committee. So, Jesus says in A Course in Miracles, I am not a body, I am free, I am as God created me to be. And I have had two outer body experiences last year that I want to share with you that proved what Jesus said in A Course in Miracles to be true. So the first one, I was going to my friend's house to do a little book study, a book club with my friends, two friends. We were going to do this book, Letting Go by David Hawkins. Great book. Everybody should read it. But anyways, I'm at her house. She has this adorable little kitchen nook, and she set up this little table just beautifully with breakfast sweets and fruit and juice, and it was just lovely. And I'm sitting there with my two girlfriends, chit-chatting, and all of a sudden, it was as if I was taken out of my body, and I was hovering over my body while I was still also in my body. So I'm in my body trying to converse with my friends, but I was also hovering above my body watching us interact. I felt very disoriented. I didn't feel really confused, just disoriented, like, okay, what is going on? What is happening? And as I tried to figure that out for, it seemed like a couple minutes, but it was probably seconds, I was back in my body, like I was put back in my body. And because I had no clue what just happened to me, I was freaking out a little bit. I did not tell my friends. I did not tell anybody because I didn't know why that happened or how to explain it. So the next outer body experience I had a few months later, several months later, I decided I wanted to have a spiritual experience, so I went and got some THC gummies. Now I live here in Southern California, so we have a ton of dispensaries around us where you can get CBD, THC products. So I went and got some THC gummies that they promised would give me a spiritual experience, and it did. So as I was having my spiritual experience, about a half hour after consuming the gummy, I would go in and out of different parts of my personality or my character. I don't know what you want to call that. But anyways, one of the experiences was, once again, I was hovering above my body, but I was with my husband. He was like my safe person while I was having this experience, and I told him to jot down, make notes of everything that was happening in case I didn't remember it. But this time I clearly remembered, and I was not disoriented, and I was able to explain to him what was happening. And I told him that I'm hovering above our bodies, but this time I was with three other beings. And I said I was like a part of this group that I called the committee. And we were watching my husband and I interact. Like I told my husband, it was like we were watching a soap opera, which he thought was very strange, of course. But I've learned, or I've come to know, I don't know how I know this, but I just know this in my being, that those three beings in the committee were the Trinity that I am a part of. And since I'm a part of that group, I call us the committee. I know this sounds so strange, but please bear with me. It's kind of like Jesus said in John 14 in the Bible. He said, I am in the Father, you're in me, I'm in you. Yes, exactly. That's the committee. Now, this committee has become very, very important to me. When I get stressed out, frustrated, bitter, angry, sucked into the drama of this world of separation. This is a world that's constantly trying to convince us that we are separate from each other and from the divine, from God, the divine committee, all over the place. Not only our ego, but all the movies, the internet, our five senses, for Christ's sake. Like, everything here is trying to show us that we are these separate beings, which is a lie. So when we get frustrated or bitter or angry or any form of suffering, even sickness and disease, it's because we are believing we are these separate beings. We are not one with the divine. I've been reading this book. It's called Dying to Be Me by Anita Moorjani, and I wanted to share something with you that she says in this book. It was referred to me by Wayne Dyer, and I believe this book played a huge part in his healing of his leukemia. So anybody who is suffering from sickness, disease, fear of death, the afterlife, you need to read this book. It's a great book. It's not very big. In fact, I'm like blowing through it. But here's what she said on page 115. When my life seems directionless and I feel lost, which still happens to me frequently, what it really means is that I've lost my sense of self. I'm not connected with who I truly am and what I've come here to be. Yes, exactly. I resonate with so much of the things she says in this book. I have had a near-death experience, nothing like hers, but my outer body experiences and all the miracles I've experienced, I can totally relate with her story. So back to our video, Living from the Divine Committee. Because I've had this experience, I know that my home. I know that I'm in a dream world playing a role as Rhonda Ferguson, but really I identify as Gypsy Spirit. I feel like I'm a part of the committee of the Trinity and I represent them. And so because of that, everything I do comes from their guidance. I'm always tapping into inner guidance. When I'm frustrated, bitter, and angry, I pause and come back and remember that I'm a part of that committee. And so are you. So is everyone. And I also get my direction for every part of my life, from working out to eating healthy to how I manage my finances to my marriage to being a mother and a Mimi and everything about my life, how I spend my time during the day, these videos, writing a book, meeting with clients. I'm constantly tapping into that inner guidance and living from the divine committee. Jesus also says in A Course in Miracles that a healed mind doesn't plan. And that has been the hardest thing for me to realize. Until I really realized that I'm a part of the committee and that they're always guiding me and directing me, as long as I'm constantly focused and surrendered to the divine committee and what their purpose is for my life. And their purpose for my life is that I would be an identity theft restorer, teaching people who they are and their purpose in life to free and empower them. So, we have 2 more videos in this series of There's Got to Be a Better Way. And I know that there's 2 more videos because that is what the divine has given me. When I meet with clients, I have 7 steps or 7 goalposts or goals that we need to achieve for us to be able to enter that place of peace and joy and happiness. Or if you know that you're a part of the committee, you know you're safe and you're whole and you're healed. Whenever you feel like you're sick or diseased or you're stressed or having anxiety, if you'd put your hand on your heart and close your eyes and breathe and picture yourself a part of that committee and surrender to it, you will find that you are healed and you are safe and you are whole. And so I wanted to give you the 7 steps, and you may want to go get a piece of paper and a pen and jot these down, because this is where we've come from on this is video number 5, on these 5 videos, but where we're going to completely finish out on these 7 videos. So number 1, that you would know what you are, that you are a spiritual being of light and love. And that was in video 1, where we laid that foundation. Number 2, that you would know what you are a part of. And this is video 5, this video, that you're a part of something much greater than being just a separate, weak, helpless, vulnerable, fearful human. You are part of the divine committee. Number 3, that you are following your inner guidance at all times. When you have stress, anxiety, doubt, worry, fear, or you just want guidance for your day, you're always tapping into that inner guidance of the divine committee. And that was video 2. Number 4, they healed their past trauma, and that was video 3. That was heart surgery that I taught you in video 3. Number 5, they are aware of their ego and they heal all that bothers them. That was in video 2 and 4, constantly living in awareness of your ego and your egotistical thoughts. Number 6 video will be when interacting with others, being able to recognize their ego from their spirit. Super important, because we tend to mix up the two. And finally, in video number 7, they know their purpose and are passionately and fearlessly living it out. Isn't that what all of us want? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've missed the past 4 videos, please go back and watch them. Start with 1, because they build upon each other. I want to get you to a place where you have peace and joy and happiness, and you are walking in power and authority in your life. So, if you love this video, please share it and be on the lookout for the next one. Bye.